Hi everyone, Grant Ross here, doing my self-review for the end of the month. I have several feelings about public speaking. I'll do it. I have no problem doing it, but I hope not to do it. My problems and challenges I had this month of learning to speak was first, my eyes. I had to learn to try and keep eye contact, and I also had to learn not to use words like and make a lot of noises as opposed to keep talking. I do feel comfortable with a lot of my communication skills I have now. Not that I got them all from the class. I don't have a lot of experience speaking in public, and I don't have any performances under my belt because I'm not an actor. But I have spoken to groups before, being in the military, working in the jails and the prisons. I've had to manage people and operate people and get people moving to wherever I needed them to go. And so I've had experience talking to large groups and telling people, you know, directions and instructions and what to do. I haven't really been nervous making these podcasts. I've been nervous of making sure I got them done properly, but not speaking because I'm not speaking to a group. I'm speaking to my camera, which I thought was a little strange to have a public speaking class online talking to a camera alone. I had a lot of good responses from my videos. My classmates gave me good ideas and good things I should try. That's the same thing I did. I always gave good responses to my peers when I gave them. I never made a video podcast response. I always did it typing. And I always made sure it was good, positive, and if need to, give a small critique of why don't you try this or why don't you try that. But I was never harsh, never mean, because I haven't seen anything worth being mean about. Uh, my speeches, yes, I did practice my speeches here and there. They never end up like what I practiced. Usually, when I'm practicing alone and not being recorded, it'll sound good. But when I'm recording, I have a brain fart. And speaking of the brain farts, that's usually my technical problems that I have. The computer, the screen, the microphone, everything to work right, loading the videos and everything else, trying to edit it and put in my pictures, everything seemed to work fine. I had no problems. My problems were my math and my brain. The TED Talks, I learned a lot from the TED Talks. Just learning that there's a lot of different ways to speak and how to speak and how to present yourself. And I learned a lot from Sir Ken Robinson. He really taught me you need to know what you're talking about, speak passionately, use a joke or two here and there, keep the audience informed, keep the audience on the seat of their pants, just waiting for what you're going to say next and have their attention. The biggest challenge I've had with this class is really trying not to stutter. I have a hard time trying to speak just because I don't want to sound stupid and lose my sentence I'm trying to say, because I do tend to do that a lot. My mouth works faster than my brain. My first project this week, my biggest challenge was not making sounds but using words and keeping eye contact. My second project, I did pretty well. I just needed to learn to speak more clearly and not use so many pictures when I'm making slides. My third week, my media review, that was my most favorite project. And what I learned to do with that is really practice and practice what I was doing. I had a lot of technical problems with my mouth on that one. The fourth project, I'm still working on it, still putting it together, but it's coming along pretty well. And I think that actually might be, besides week 3, my favorite. The hardest one I had to do was my first one of speaking about myself, talking to someone that's not there, trying to speak to someone who is on the other side of the camera, and just trying to learn to talk as though I'm actually talking to a person and not a camera. So that's where I'm at. That's how I feel about everything. I enjoyed the class. I enjoyed everyone's speeches, and I'm going to leave you with a couple of my worst times trying to fix my stuff. Now, what the movie was based off of was the fact that everything he says is laugh out loud funny. And the next major character. Oh, geez! why can't I say it the right way? Oh, God. This is like my 8th time.